So Goodreads deleted my comic from their website. This is actually not as bad as it seems, but it's still a little weird. My fantasy comic is coming out on December 21st, so I added it on Goodreads. All seems well until I realized I already have my comic on Goodreads. It's a very old cover, and the publication says, that it's published in 2019. It was not the case. This is not a published work. At some point on Amazon, I created like a file for Kindle so that people can read my online comic on Kindle if they wanted to. Eventually deleted this, but somehow it made it on Goodreads as a published book, which is not a published book at all. According to their policy, you cannot delete things from their catalog. I decided to try my luck, and I messaged customer support, explained the situation to them, and asked them to remove this title. In response, they did two things. First, they told me, kind of like the policy that they have on the website, that they don't delete things because they want to have the complete database of all published works, even if they're out of print. And what they did, they combined the editions, so they make my actual published comic a second edition. And this is the first, and they combine it on one page. Wrong, no! I replied to them and said, I understand that this is the statement on the website, but I want to highlight to you that the title that you have on Goodreads is not a publication at all. It's not out of print, it was never in print, and never was intended for publication. I don't want it here listed as a published book. It's not you keeping a complete catalog, it's you having an error in your catalog. And I don't know if it would help, but I brought up my copyrights that are registered. I own a copyright for my fantasy comic website where you can read my comic. And I have registered copyright for this comic, the one that is getting published, the chapter 1. I don't know if it helped at all, but what I mean to say, this title that I'm asking you to delete that was published in 2019, basically using my digital web comic that has copyright from 2018. So if something is wrong, it shouldn't be there. And as a result, what they did, they messaged to me like, we have very strict policies against removing things from Goodreads, but we're doing an exception and deleting your book because it's not for sale and it has no ratings. Rude. It has ratings. But what happened is that the whole book got deleted. You cannot search for it. You don't see it in my book library. When I reload the page with it that I still have open on my phone, it says that it's no longer available to be rated or reviewed. So it's gone. Like all of it gone. Oh man, like it's not exactly what I asked for, to say the least. But you know, it brings me to square one. So it's annoying, but it's not annoying because the old one is now gone. Now what I need to do, I'm just gonna wait for the website to figure it out, and then I'm gonna, add it again. And I hope that will work. It will tell me that it already exists. I gotta freak out. This is the Goodreads saga. Overall, thank you to Goodreads people for actually listening to me, making an exception to their policies. Now, assumingly, I have a clean slate. I can start again. Hopefully. Anyway, just wanted to update you. Now you know what's going on.